their motivation is the same, well, remains to be seen.
Deep attacking zone. Blake hands off. Here goes Milne. Does what he does best. Kicks around the body. And the Saints have got there first.
He's an excellent starter, Stephen Milne. Always starts games in a dangerous state of mind. Last week he continued on. He kicked 4 goals. Just some errors early in the piece, but he just snatched that out of the hands of Carl Norman. And then he's always a very good converter around the corner like that. So, interesting matchups at the moment. Teague has gone to Aaron Hamill, which is another one that, well, on the face of it, you'd think that perhaps he might be out of his weight division. Some size advantage, so it's going to be a challenge for the Blues.
And there again, you saw sort of 3 St Kilda ruckman, if you like. It spills. Lenny Hayes, it'll take back out. Milne for 2 in 2 minutes. Dances around with leg nearly. Now he sets up and has a shot. Look at that for strength. Garrick just pushes the ball over the line. Kicks another. Pure strength beat Brendan Pavola on that occasion. And then the skill kicked the goal.
Well, the talent. We had the privilege of watching him last week, Eddie, and they picked up where they left off in the middle of the ground. Lenny Hayes and Luke Ball and just pushing the ball forward. Fraser Garrick down here, who again is a powerful man. They're just a formidable outfit. They started in the middle with Blake, Ball, Guerra started in the middle. You know, the younger players, Clark.
Oh, he's a star. Up goes the big Blake, who's been fantastic too, recovering from injury. There's my man, Del Santo, gets it out. To Lenny Hayes, who puts it to the hot spot. Garrick from behind takes the screamer.
Let's not write this thing off yet.
Fraser Garrick comes in from 20 metres out. It's starting to look like we're witnessing a car crash in action, boys. Camporelli's run on. Is on it for his lead. It's a good kick too from Fisher, and Camporelli, the acting captain, marks and go over the top and does. On to Heath Scotland, who's pretty deadly once he gets inside 50. Decides to kick to the hot spot. It's a beautiful looking kick. Up goes the number 1 draft pick. Down he comes, gets the free kick. Advantage is paid. And Norman has kicked the goal for Carlton. Would have been a free kick, I think, to Walker. And in the back, umpire said play on. It's going to spill out. This is a good play by Prendergast. He wanted the ball more than anyone in that contest and was rewarded. He got it. Now Big Lance has got it. He kicks the centre half forward. A chance for Ricky Mott. His first kick for the Blues is a good one. And Fisher
win your own football.
Fisher. And he comes 35 metres out. Not a lot of angle. Should nurse this one through and does. Trailing by just 8 points with 11 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Clearance is the important thing. Carlton have got to resurrect that. Haven't won one yet. Guerra runs to goal. Short ball being marked on the line.
They can't do anything about it.
It was Guerra's first touch for the day so far. Hamill, Goddard and Maguire yet to have a touch for the Saints.
7 goals last week for Guerra from 10 touches. In comes Kaczynski. Obviously point blank range. Nails it. Saints have got their 4th and he's got his first.
Against Mike Noble gets the tap, they get the clearance. Look at that, Harvey out to Hayes, beautiful play. That's 11 zip now. Bad bounce, picked up now by Ball inside short. Guerra around the body. The bounce might beat for Bowler here. No, he did it well enough, but it's going to be a goal anyway to his immediate opponent. And 3 now to Fraser Garrick. The handball from Hamill over the top. And poor old Brendan Pavola caught between the devil and the deep blue sea.
Off hands was McCormick. There they go. Thompson, the man that replaced Harvey, gets it out wide. Noble.
Free kick against the
field. Against Favola, right on the edge of the goal square as well, so it'll be point blank range. And guess what? Fraser's going to have 4 after 21 minutes.
Interesting to see Bowyer there just yelled out to Favola, said, "Put your head, get up here and stand on the mark." He's just got another 50. Maybe Bowyer should have said, "Stay out of the way and I'll stand on the mark."
Well, I'm not sure that the education process has been that successful just at the minute.
Right. They're red hot on this holding this weekend, the umpires, aren't they?
Well, fair enough.
Garrick, goal number 4. Saints have got goal number 6.
Great side like this in Kilda one is becoming. Stevens around the body from Whitnell. Schwartz. Got great support from Hutchton. Then pushed his luck over the top, open goal for Scotland. He can run in and kick the goal for Carlton.
Thompson, Hayes, class, wide Baker. Saints with rhythm, go forward. Hamill had his man done. Garrick could have given and should have given the handball, but he didn't need to because he bent it back and kicked his fifth to the corner.
He would have been sacked from the full forward junior if he had done that, Brian.
No, it wouldn't be. We saw last weekend, remember, there were a couple of decisions where, regardless of where this game was on the scoreboard, I think Rewald, I think Hamill had a shot where he should have given it off. Wouldn't be surprised if that was one that Grant might say. I think that was a handball to Milne running in the goal that should have been given.
Just turning the volume up on his cough.
Even my coughs are making it to air now.
Del Sando. Here he goes again. Del Sando all the way. Hamill's over the top to Milne. Lines up. His third shot at goal. Make that his fourth, and he's got 2 goals too.
And Maguire of the Saints. Only the 1 goal kicked in this second quarter, so they stemmed the flow to a certain degree. Carlton, 6-minute mark. It was a great kick, Ed. Del Santo now got lots of time to sum up the options, and a bit of help, but took a bit too much. Good smother in the end by Stevens. Baker put his head over it and won it. Now distance to Del Santo. This time from 45 metres out. Saints have got the second of the quarter, the first to Del Santo.
Well, Maguire down the other end at centre-half back, sing the praises a lot of the midfield. We sing the praises of Fraser and his mates up in the forward half, but Danny Maguire has not put a foot wrong this year at centre-half back. He stands tall every time. It's a lovely finish from Nick Del Santo. But he puts his body on the line, got into the hole, backed into the hole. Favola was coming, and he and Maguire should also...
As T gets the ball out.
The bouncer, get out of the nightclub hole.
We all saw that one more. Houlihan's kick was a shocker. Powell, here's the turnaround. Matt Maguire kicked one 65 metres a minute ago. That one goes 50 to the square. Gary's got it.
And 4 goals to Gary.
This for goal number 6 for Fraser Gehrig. Goal number 6, 3 for the quarter, 4 in a row. Get the record books out.
Well, when do we start talking records?
Saints have got all 3 goals of the second quarter as they continue to march. Harvey out of the middle. He'll get a spell in about 5 minutes. Driving kick, Hamill direction. He and Teague have been punching on behind play as well. So watch out here. A clumsy fall there by Hamill, picked up by the classy Hayes. Snap again! 4 in a row for the Saints in this second quarter. They are on fire!
I spoke about Nick Rewalt last week about how he's just about pushed himself into the top notch of players in the competition. Well, Lenny Hayes might be knocking on the door, if not already there.
Watch this, boys.
I think that missed on day 2.
It's in the end against Prendergast. Handball to Goddard. Now the steady kick needed. Del Santo disses off to Ozzie Jones. Left foot kick. Look at this. Look at this. Hamill marks. Uncontested. Nonchalantly over the top. That was arrogance. Got it to Hayes. Little left foot snipper. Around the corner. With a bit of crab in it. And he nailed it, Lenny, for his second goal of the quarter.
Well, it was Stephen Milne that took the mark in the pocket. And I'm not sure whether, I reckon the runner might come out to Stephen Milne. Have a look at this. Have a look at this handball.
Coming off, Gary.
Yeah, and that is why, because that really should have been intercepted. Ball should have been up the other end. The goal came about because of a lucky bounce and also the skill of Eddie Hayes
in that particular draft. James gets the ball out.
Little barb in there, Ed.
No, not at all. Well, this is it. Maguire did his best impersonation of a boundary umpire. Here's Revolts!
What was that handball from Maguire? That was unbelievable.
So Revolts got it 40 metres out directly in front. This is the big man's first shot at goal for the day.
And really, if you want to be critical, Glennie Bayer should have taken Revolt's body, his ribs, the whole box and dice with him there.
10-2, marks inside 50 for the Saints. As Nick Revolt comes in, and easy as you like, kicks the 6th of the quarter for St Kilda.
He's been the best, Brad Fisher, the Blues. He's had a dip. He's kicked a couple of goals.
Yeah, it was good smother. Half forward for the Saints. Look at Noble fighting for the front position with Mott. Harvey had players hanging off him, still got it out to Thompson. Power working back on the left from a difficult angle. Don't tell me. It's all happening for the Saints here today.
Oh.
They have kicked 7 in this second quarter to equal their first quarter tally of 7.
Well, if the message at quarter time was don't take the foot off the pedal, you'd have to say that that's been carried out. They've still got just under 7 minutes to go. A lot of people around the pack, but they're just so good at getting them free. And there you see Thompson and Powell both running forward. That's what we're talking about, Brian, that they know, or they're almost certain they'll win the footy. So they all push hard forward, and that is a nightmare situation for damage had he wanted to.
Could have really hurt him then. This quarter, by the way, disposal 76, make it 77 now to 36. Inside 50s, 16 to 3. Score 7-1 to 1-1. With more to come. Oh, look at that. Garrick to rebound. Second for the quarter. 8th for the turn for the team. A procession.
He's got a couple. And just doing as they please. Powell out of the middle. Putting the body in there was Ball and got himself a free kick.
You see Aussie Jones start off here. So confident, are they? He's being tagged by Lappin.
And 50 for Ball, so this will bring him inside 50. Indeed it will, and well within scoring distance.
Didn't see what it was for, Brian. I was watching Aussie Jones start off. I was just going to say how confident they are. He just took off, Aussie.
Got a high-ish tackle. Now, Harvey comes from the ground. They'll use this opportunity to rest a couple of players here. The Saints have managed the bench very well today. And here is Luke Ball.
Noble came off her spell as well.
And Milne back on with Blake.
And his 26th game of league football. Directly in front has kicked 5 goals, 2 for the year. In he comes. Kick on the way. Just got a bit of it. It's enough, though. St Kilda continue to just kick goals. Good sitting bounce. St Kilda go forward in numbers. Got players running on his right. Got players running on his left. Had them downfield as well. Ordinary kick, wasn't it? Doesn't matter. Thompson's there to mop it up. Milne in the pocket. Baker back to Rewalt. Garrick's long if he wants him. He goes short and finds Powell.
So Powell can go to the top to Del Santo if he wants. Look at this.
They still haven't turned their back on.
Look.
Powell, look at that, Ed. Wow.
Del Santo.
To make it an 81-point lead with 3 minutes remaining on the clock to half-time, Nick Del Santo must be successful and is. Got his second of the quarter, second of the game, and it is the Saints by a whopping 81.
I've asked the boys to see if we've got it.
It's a good point. Well, they're inventing things now, the Saints.
They're that hungry to get a kick.
Blues go forward. Goddard, there he is. There's a free kick to the Blues. And Lappin will take the free kick.
Benny Lappin's gone down to play essentially on Aussie Jones to see whether or not he can drag Aussie away from the footy, or at least take him away from being the attacking force.
Let's have a look here. Yeah, that's a free kick.
That's about an 81-point free kick, that one.
Yep, not much in it. But he's got the free kick. So Matthew Lappin lining up for goal for the second for the term for the Carlton Footy Club. He comes in and he gets it to bring the margin back to 75 points.
Stopped with the Lappin goal. 75 points down. Here the Blues out of the middle. Del Santo. Guerra, one hand, nicely done. Down the throat of Garrick on the lead. Now, if Garrick were successful here, kicking his 7th goal, it would be the best quarter of any side this year, and it is. Of any side this year, Garrick has got 7.
So the best ever first half by St Kilda against Carlton. And they're rewriting the record books each week. Last week, of course, look at this, hasn't finished yet. Milne, good courage. Good play by Kerry.
Yeah, but it was a courageous mark.
Only on the ground 58% of the time, and he still kicked 3 goals. 87 points.
So week in and week out.
He's coming off the ground. He's in a bad way. We'll keep an eye on him down there. as Maguire thumps it long up towards Garrick. Got the front spot. Milne just sat underneath it. On to Riewoldt. Here's the first goal of the quarter. And St Kilda have got it. Riewoldt has 3 goals.
That's probably the most even contest on the ground.
Noble. Del Santo Clark. Milne can mark and run to an open goal. Looking for goal number 4, but Milne got it. Saints off to a flyer in the third, as they've been in each of the quarters. Schwartz bounced off his chest. Tries to keep it in front. Norman did well to work the front position from Schwartz. Morrell, slick hands around the corner. Scotland's kick was smothered. Play on, got his own ball. Driving kick to centre half forward, and Fisher has marked. Play on over the top. Carlton will kick a certain goal. Norman. And the first Carlton goal of the second half. Carl Norman. And he comes. There's the confronting task. And he doesn't let his side down. His second goal.
Gets back and takes the mark.
St Kilda have 13 players with 10 disposals or more. Carlton just 5. Carlton out wide here. Working the ball forward off the boot of Houlihan. Bigby Morrell in spectacular fashion. Couldn't quite finish. Scotland around the corner. Favola got a nudge and will get a free. And I think this will be his first shot on goal for the day. Brendan Favola.
I think you're right, Brian. I can't remember him taking a shot.
Started at full back, Gary, today, and was towed up in the first quarter when Garrick kicked 5 on him.
Yes, there's a 90-point free kick.
Oh yeah, it's just the checking hands of Max Hudson rather than the pushing hands. Brendan with the hairstyle continually working to develop that, and it's going nowhere at the moment. Brendan Favola lines up for the Blues' second goal of the quarter. Kick on the way. Looks pretty sharp. I like it. Goal umpire's got to agree. Favola's got his first.
Blind says the umpire. Now the advantage is paid as Hayes goes the ball in the middle of the ground. Hamill's all on his own. He's run to space. Teague did well to get back, but Hamill had him down.
It's inside 50. And Carlton have taken 3.
Bird's eye view here for Aaron Hamill. Shot at goal. He gets his first. And St Kilda their 22nd. St Kilda side who today will notch up their 10th consecutive win, a club record. For the first time in their history, 10 wins on the trot. Blake kicks forward. Garrick might get the bounce. Milne certainly will. Milne in the open goal. And Milne has 5.
He's had a very interesting afternoon, Stephen Milne, but I think at the end of today, he'll look back at his tape and be pretty happy with it.
5 goals, 2.
He's been off for a couple of, one Learising thing, I'd say, but not with too much.
He's only been on for 69% of the game, Gary, and he's kicked 5 goals, 2, and one of them was an uncharacteristic miss, and the other one hit the post.
They haven't got a match up for him, that's for sure.
Scored 4 goals to Carlton's 2. Out of the middle, quick hand Stevens was good to Camporelli, and diving mark forward has been taken to Saints. Second biggest first half in their history, in their 2035 game history, as Norman comes in and kicks his third.
There for Blake, gets it away. Hayes inside 50. Here he is, Garrick. Doesn't quite know what to do, and he wants to get around onto the left boot, kick a goal. That's what he wanted to do, and he did it. That's 8 for Fraser Garrick.
I get the feeling he was looking for Stephen Milne, but lost him and couldn't find him. Have a look at this. This is, again, just a dangerous kick into the forward line. I talk about that a lot, but I reckon he goes looking for Stephen. Don't know where he is, so he says, all right, kick it myself. So 8 lazy, not lazy ones, 8 goals for Fraser Garrick. And he's on track for double figures and beyond.
So under 5 minutes to go in this third term. The Saints lead by 98 points against Carlton. From behind, Hudson goes the big fist. Pavola handballs inside. Camporelli needs 200th. Can he get one here? Around the body he goes. And Camporelli gets his first of the afternoon. He's taking some great marks. Harvey gets the bounce of the ball and runs away from Lance. The kick up to Rewalt. Back inside. Harvey again. Oh, they're lined up at centre half forward here. Hayes over the top. Who's his best mate? Hamill or Milne? Because he could have kicked it out with him. So Aaron Hamill from what should be point blank range for a senior footballer. And is. Kicks his second of the term. It's a 98-point margin. So 97 points is the margin. With a minute and a half left in the quarter. Out comes Lappin. Gets the ball first. Good play. Bannister inside to Camporelli. Back to Lappin. 48 metres out. The spearing kick. It's a goal. And I reckon Fisher might have just edged it through for his third.
No doubt. Beautiful cross from Matthew Lappin, who's been their best inside 50s or even this quarter, which is a win for, well, it's a much improved result. Just kick to the top of the square here from Matty Lappin, and glad that came off.
I'd like to see him mark it.
Brad Fisher, I'm not sure why he wouldn't have died down.
Was able to convert an unusual soccer-style goal in front of the Blues goal. Look at this, the dance of Ozzy. He sprints, he runs, bounces, kick to Garrick on the lead. And Garrick will line up for goal number 9 with a minute remaining until the third three-quarter time break. Chip over the top, unselfish right to Harvey. He would have got great enjoyment out of it. Harvey! Who better to give it to than Robert Harvey?
Thompson to the bloke who Gary, I reckon, will give the votes for the Toyota today. That's Hayes out to Revolt. Revolt goes short to Hamill. Hayes fans cheer, Blues boo. Hamill has the ball. 13 minutes to get to the 100-point margin. Hamill kicks to the square. Garrick in front. Got it! Garrick has kicked 8. This to make it 9 and a margin of 104 points.
He waited and waited, Aaron Hamill. There was a couple of leads that he might have honoured, and one of them was Fraser Garrick, to be honest, and then he just held it and waited until Fraser cruised back through the square and just sat it up to the top of the square, and he's going to kick his 9th big Fraser.
To equal his career best, which he kicked against the Kangaroos last year. He has 9. He's kicked his number. And the Saints crack the ton. And they've never won 10 in a row to start a season, or 10 in a row at all, and they're going to do that today. So even the great sides of 65 and 67 games in Kilda Wiggins gets it back under the 100. It was Bodie, and he did. Because the other 3 Saints were lined up behind him. Look at this, he's kicked on 1-on-4 though. Up they all go, the Saints. Ball, Kaczynski, Guerra, that was a throw. Got it out to Revolt. Revolt over to Ball. Ball to Kaczynski on the boundary line. Milne wants it. He says, kick it to me, but it went over his head. Now Harvey crashes through. Milne finally got it and kicks his 6th. Biggest score of any team in 2004. And Stephen Milne has kicked goals in each of the quarters. 6 goals too. Quite easily could have had 8.
He could have as well. And this was just a bad kick from David Clark, which was one of the reasons I think he probably was delisted or traded from Geelong, was that he could get the footy, but turned it over. He ended up lobbing it up to a 4-on-1. And this is the result. Stephen Milne has now got 6 for the afternoon. He's kicked 10 goals in 2 matches. Stephen Milne, he's crumbed, he's worked up the ground. I reckon he's had a very good afternoon.
That's coming up for Nick Del Santo. What a start. If ever a bloke should wear white boots, he's one of them. Little chip forward. There it is. The hand possessions for the boy from Sandhurst, Nick Del Santo. Fantastic performance. In comes Hamill. For goal number 3, and Aaron Hamill bends it back. 3 goals. Saints have murdered them.
Wiggins, under 3 remaining. Kick inside 50. Hudson the fist at the back. Walker tackled. Favola, kick, Lappin, fortunate, can kick a goal, got it. Lappin has got his second goal.
Obviously for Garrick to get his 10, so let's see what we can do here. Ball get out to Jones. Here's a chance for him. It's Penny though that they go for. Penny gets hands to the ball. Milne underneath it, just went the wrong way. Bowie is there. Milne's got it. Milne's got 6. He wants 7. Gets it out to Harvey over the top to Powell. Advantage is called and Powell goes Powell and kicks another goal. He's got 2. That's 50.
Someone has to.
Jones, Hudson, here we go. And he's got it, and he's good by foot. Drawing handball, round the corner, Harvey. No go this time for the Saints, tried to do too much with it. Just get it into the big fella.
There it goes.
Powell, around to the right, and he's on preferred side. Got his second in a row, and 3rd for the game.
The 200's on.
And we know just the man to kick it. That man right there to bring up the double century would be just perfect. But Stephen Powell, who along with Andrew Thompson and Robert Harvey, just come on and off the bench and work their backsides off and get plenty of the footy. He's just banged on a lazy 3 for the afternoon, Powley.
But what about the kicking? 31 goals, 10.
That's on his non-preferred, right through the middle. 21 possessions, had a fair afternoon for someone to spend some time on the bench.
114 points is the margin. The belting. Carlton Sims coming home to be punished at the moment.
Don't kick him all down.
The mark has been taken by Lappin.
Matthew Lappin has been Carlton's best player today. He has given everything he's got. Played half back. Now gone forward, lining up for goal number 3. There won't be too many that would be happy to put their hand out at the end of today, I wouldn't think. But he is certainly one of them.
This was shocking. They secured his 3rd biggest win ever and Carlton's 3rd biggest loss ever. Lappin needs the goal to avoid that. And he does, I think. Icing on a cake for Lappin because he has been sensational today for the Blues. His 3rd goal, 2nd for the term. But it has all been St Kilda. They have won by 108 points. Their 2nd consecutive Centurion margin in consecutive weeks. An enormous percentage booster for the Saints. And they just keep marching in.
Well, do they?